This right here is my lightsaber, and unfortunately, while it looks cool, it does not make any more sound. There is a piece of hardware in the hilt of my lightsaber that the speaker goes on the bottom. Unfortunately, the speaker doesn't work anymore. So rather than have a lame only lights up lightsaber, I want the sound back. So we're going to fix that today. Oh, if I didn't say it, I bought this from Crimson Dawn Sabers like 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, and it continues to be one of my favorite props that I have in my collection. If you are a nerd and you like Star Wars, if you're just a nerd in general, you highly recommend getting one of these lightsabers, but let's go ahead and fix this. So like I said, when I swing this, it's supposed to make, you know, the woom, 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 woom. It's supposed to make that sound. Unfortunately, it does not. So let's turn this off for the last time. You got to hold it down for like 15 seconds. I can't wait to put the new device in here because, again, it's been so many years since I bought this. The hardware for the blade itself has been upgraded. You can charge it via USB-C, which is great because I don't know where this proprietary charger plug is. I keep losing it. So every time I want to charge this, I take it all apart. I take the battery out. I have a 18650 battery charger that I just put it in there and charge it, throw it back in, and we're good to go. That's annoying. I want to be able to charge this without taking it apart. We'll be able to do that once we're done. And here in this box, we have the new piece that is going to update my lightsaber. I can't wait to get this thing in. Let's go ahead and open it. Let's see what we have. Ooh, the other one that I have is the other one I have in there is white, but this one is black and it has all kinds of details on it. There is the battery. It also has a micro USB chip so I can install different sound profiles onto the blade. If you never use a Crimson blade or a lightsaber, a customized lightsaber in your life, I'm gonna show you all the cool shit you can do with it. The other cool thing about this, it has an app that I can install and control most of the features on this. So let's see what else is in this box. So we got screws, which is good. And we have, what is this? Oh, we have a micro USB 2.0 reader, which I have a billion of those, so I'm not going to use that. We are going to use these screws, and there looks to be some instructions. Oh, there's the app that you can download, and there's instructions on how to use the blade itself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing open. Luckily, they gave me an Allen wrench because I have no idea where my Allen wrench keys are, so I don't have to worry about that. There is way more screws in here than I have in this thing, but let's get started. So there's a bolt right here, and there's a bolt right here, and then there's a bolt right here. You need to take all 3 of those out before you get started. So let's go ahead and do that now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this extra piece. It's pretty useless. Yes, it still lights up, and I'm pretty sure I can switch through the colors, but I don't hear the sound. That's like 90% why these blades are awesome, is you can hear the sound of the lightsaber as you swing it. This one, this new black one's supposed to have motion control, so I should be able to turn it on without hitting the button, which sounds crazy, but I already have some ideas on how to make that look epic as hell. So I'm excited. One last one. When this first started not working, I was scared that I lost my blade. Like, I was like, do I have to buy a new one? I don't want to buy a new one. So I remember these 3 go in the bottom. Now, what you want to do is unscrew the various pieces that keep this thing hidden. I guess I could have unscrewed this one with that one, but whatever. All right, there it is. We're starting to see it. I could probably fix the speaker on this, but whatever. Now, in order to get this out, you need to push these buttons down so it gets decompressed, so you can actually pull it out. So yeah, you put your tool in there, press down, and then, bow, you should be able to take it out. Now look at the difference. This one's a little taller. The buttons are different. You can see the black one has USB-C charging, and most importantly, the black one has a micro SD card on it. They both have speakers at the bottom. They both have lights at the top. This one has a nice intricate design on it, definitely giving you Star Wars vibes. Plus there's a little logo in there. So yeah, look at this in all its glory. Oh yeah. All right, let's get it installed. Should be pretty easy. I should just be able to put this one in. Hold on. We have run into our first obstacle. Now, I was able to put in a back battery, but I'm looking at it and this is missing 2 buttons that this one doesn't have. Now, do I screw into this plastic? That is the question. There is some screws in here that'll allow me to do that, but is that what we want to do? I'm tempted to. Let's see if it fits in this hilt. Boom. Well, it fits, except for the buttons look more depressed than they're supposed to be. I'm tempted to put screws in there to make it fit, but let's see if a USB charger actually fits in there. Hold on. Because my thought is it's too low. Yeah, it's too low to make a connection. I think I'm gonna do it. My problem is, what if there's electronics under there and I just end up piercing it? I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. All right, let me take this top part off and see what we can see. If it actually comes off. Oh, it looks pretty empty. Oh yeah, we're good. There's nothing in there that's going to stop me from pressing this button or pushing this down. So I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pierce this plastic with the other screws and hope for the best. Now I could probably buy another piece to make it fit like it's supposed to, but my lightsaber is a make your own lightsaber. The story behind my lightsaber is somebody who has Jedi senses didn't really have a teacher. So he just found the pieces of an old lightsaber and started making his own. So it's natural that I would find an upgrade to my lightsaber, and I just made it work for what I had. I made it work for my situation. So that's what we're doing now. Hopefully we don't break it. And if we do, it's cool. You live and you learn. All right, I can't find the spare pieces for my lightsaber, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on what we have now. Make sure that it works as far as the sound goes. Oh, I'm missing a piece, which I'm already confident that it's going to work as intended, but I still want to have a better, I just need this silver piece right here so we can make that happen. All right, let's go ahead and turn it on. I can color select. All right, I just wanted to turn it on to make sure it works. Even though the buttons are a little depressed, I can still hit that button, but I can't charge it in its current state. I'll have to find a skinny USB-C charger to put in there, but it works again. All right, I'm gonna do a little more research, but before I leave, let me show you what the app looks like. First show you the app, let me take you to Crimson Dawn's website and I'll show you the piece that I am missing. So it's a midsection, and anyone that has a square on it, like so this one, that is a USB-C. So that is what I need to actually get this thing installed. So I'm gonna purchase one. So that is coming soon. Now let's go to the app. Xeno Configurator, this is the name of the app. Once you have your lightsaber on, you just do connect to saber. And then if I already found this earlier, so I'll do found sabers. Boom, found it, connect. And then you can hear that it's connected. Now, if I go back to here, there's a few things in this app that are pretty awesome. First and foremost, if you go to the setting menu, there's a bunch of options in here which I won't touch, but if you go to motion, it actually tells you how to turn on the saber with motion control. There's also a way to turn it on by twisting. And then this, you can swing it on. That's awesome. Okay, so anyways, let's go back to the part that you probably care about. I'm gonna turn it on. Then in here, if you go into color and I pick, let's do green. Boom, now it's green. Now we can switch to red. We can switch to purple. Then when you get out of here, the crystal will be that color. Now, I don't know what these, well, that's a color selector. Then you got lighting modes on here. I don't even know what half of these are, but I won't be tasting that. You got the blaster, you got lock, you got drag. I didn't even know you could do that. I don't know what force is. But you can also go through the sound profiles here. This is awesome. Let me turn it off. All right, that is it. Now, while we weren't 100% successful, we were able to switch out the main component that makes the lightsaber, you know, fun. Now that I know what piece I need to get, essentially I need to only get this piece, but we're probably gonna switch this out and this out, get rid of this, and then make this blade look completely different. So if you haven't bought yourself a lightsaber already, what are you waiting for? Crimson Dawn, there's a bunch of different manufacturers of lightsabers out there. Crimson Dawn has been my favorite and my only one, if I'm being honest. I bought this years ago and it still works as intended as far as the hardware goes, beside this piece. This piece unfortunately failed on me. I dropped it, it got shipped. There's a bunch of things that happened to this, so I'm not mad that this failed, and I'm glad I was able to get one that has USB-C charging. So again, this thing is highly recommended. Once I get the new setup, I will do another video and show you some Jedi moves, some Jedi lightsaber moves. I bet you didn't know I had those in me. I don't. I'm gonna practice before we make the next video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have yourself a lightsaber that is not Crimson Dawn, let me know if it's worth looking into. I definitely enjoy having a lightsaber. It is just fun times. And I think I'm gonna cosplay this year. So I'm gonna need me a good lightsaber to take to the con. Other than that, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.